So I saw this question on Twitter last night, and I thought it was a great question, and it got a lot of engagement, a lot of people chiming in, and right away, without even thinking much about it, I was like, yeah, and I wrote Tribe, Wu-Tang, Biggie, and then I like skipped a line and wrote, and possibly Ghostface. Obviously, without really thinking about it, I can't just rattle off my top 20 of all time, but like felt pretty confident about that, and then like an hour later, I started thinking about it again, and I was like, oh, and Dr. Dre is possible too. You know, those last two, Ghostface and Dre, would certainly be somewhere in the 15 to 30 range, as would probably, Nas's second choice, Jay-Z's second choice. For me, Blueprint, It Was Written would be in my top 40, 50. And then I started thinking, is this weird that possibly half of my top 20 is a double of an artist, or does that make a lot of sense? Because when I started thinking about other hip hop fans, like I'm sure people would have two Kendricks. I wouldn't, but I'm sure people would. I'm sure people would have two Outcasts. A lot of people would have two Kanye, two Eminem. And then I was like, oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because if you like a certain artist or style, the chance that that artist or that group made more than one album that you consider a classic kind of makes sense to me. So anyway, I've been thinking a lot about this, and I started like rattling off today, like, oh, here are my top 20 albums, and like right off the top of my head, I got to like 22, and there were a significant amount of repeats. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm curious actually for you, when you think of this question, do you see and think, yeah, I have multiple two-timers in my top 20 of all time. Let me know.